to the Orioles' budding ace. Anthony pops up a fastball, a two-seamer on 2-0, and Jackson Holliday records the.
Welcome, baseball extra fans, to a night we've been waiting over a year for. The electric atmosphere at Oriole Park at Camden Yards was palpable tonight, as a true Warrior returned to the mound after a grueling 14-month battle. We're talking about the one and only Kyle Bradish, back from Tommy John surgery, and ready to remind everyone why he's one of the most dominant pitchers in the game. But did his heroic return lead to a storybook ending? Stick around, because tonight's game against the Red Sox was a roller coaster, filled with incredible pitching, a few controversial calls, and some surprising power. Let's dive into all the action. Announcer, the moment we've all been waiting for arrived. 8-year veteran Kyle Bradish, donning his iconic number 38 in orange on a crisp white jersey, took the mound. The roar of the crowd was deafening, a true testament to the anticipation surrounding his comeback. It was the first time since mid-June of last season that this pitching mound truly felt like it belonged to the Orioles' budding ace. Announcer, Bradish wasted no time making a statement. His first batter, Anthony, popped up a scorching two-seamer on a 2-0 count, and the ever-reliable Jackson Holliday was there to record the game's first out. You could feel the collective exhale from the stands. Bradish wasn't just back, he was back with his stuff. Announcer, then came the moment of pure artistry. Bradish faced Bregman, burned him with a nasty slider, and struck out the Red Sox's third baseman looking. The precision, the movement, it was vintage Bradish. He followed that up with a called strike 3 on a 95 miles per hour fastball, delivering a perfect 1-2-3 first inning. The fans at Oriole Park rose to their feet, giving him a well-deserved, thunderous round of applause. It was a triumphant welcome back for one of our own, a clear sign that the grit and determination he showed during his recovery were paying off. This was a masterclass in pitching dominance right out of the gate. Announcer, meanwhile, on the other side, the Red Sox had their own ace, Lucas Giolito, on the mound. He came into tonight's game with an impressive 8-2 record and a 3.72 ERA. Giolito immediately showed why he's so effective, striking out Jackson Holliday with a looking strike 3 on a fastball. He then whiffed another batter, ending the first inning with a couple of punch-outs of his own. Both pitchers were dealing early, promising a classic pitcher's duel. Announcer, as we moved into the second inning, the score remained deadlocked at 0-0 here in Baltimore. Story led off for the Red Sox, and on a high drive down the left field line, he launched a moonshot. It hooked right down into the corner, and that ball was gone. A solo home run, number 21 for Trevor Story, and the Red Sox were on the board. He just nudged it fair, but it counted career homer number 200 for Story. The Red Sox took a 1-0 lead, and Story even got his baseball back, a nice souvenir from a milestone blast. Announcer, despite the long ball, Bradish quickly refocused, inducing a ground ball to short. Henderson, on his knee, made a spectacular throw that was picked out by Samuel at first base, his first chance at first base, and he made a sterling play on a tough hop from Anderson's throw. This defense behind Bradish was crucial. Announcer, but the Red Sox weren't done with the long ball. David Hamilton stepped up and dropped it like it's hot, driving one high and deep to right field. That ball was way back, over that high wall. While a fan reached out, it looked like it was out of here anyway. David Hamilton launched it, making it 2-0 Red Sox. There's a little deck on top of that tall fence out there, similar to Fenway's Green Monster, so it was 100% a homer. 2 solo shots, and the Red Sox had quickly built a lead. Announcer, Bradish, however, is not one to be rattled. He dug deep, going back to his two-seamer for a strike 3 call at the knees, recording his 5th strikeout the first time through the order. He quickly followed that with a foul tip held on to by catcher Alex Jackson, another strikeout for Bradish. He was truly effective, even with the 2 solo homers. He ended the second inning having already posted 6 strikeouts, a testament to his comeback and his ability to command the zone, even in tough spots. This kind of pitching resilience is what makes him a true ace. Announcer, as we entered the third inning, Giolito continued his impressive outing. He caught a batter looking strike 3, accumulating 4 punch-outs already. Alex Jackson then came to bat with 2 outs and bases empty, hitting a loud sound and a lovely swing to right field. But Jackson Holliday was there, making the catch and stepping on the bag to end the inning. Giolito was super efficient, keeping the Red Sox ahead 2-0 after 3. Announcer, Bradish continued his strikeout prowess, punching out Durant for the second time with a breaking ball. He then delivered two sinkers inside and a two-seamer over the outside edge, an untouchable paint display that recorded another K. Bradish was really dealing, showcasing his full arsenal and demonstrating serious command of the strike zone. Announcer Giolito, not to be outdone, returned to the mound for the Red Sox. He swung and missed, striking out a very hot Henderson for the second time. He followed up with a 3-2 pitch that was in there for strike 3, a dotted changeup that kept Giolito rolling along. Both pitches were locked in, showcasing incredible talent. Announcer Bradish, despite giving up those two ambush home runs, continued to carve through the Red Sox lineup. He delivered a fastball for a called strike 3 at the bottom of the zone, reaching 9 strikeouts on the night. He beautifully placed that pitch, ringing up Narvaez and authoring his second 1-2-3 inning of the evening. This was a phenomenal display of mental toughness and raw talent from Bradish in his return. Announcer, with 2 outs in the 5th, Boston still leading by a pair, Dylan Beavers came to the plate for the Orioles. On a 3-2 pitch, he absolutely crushed one out to deep right center field. Roman was going back. He was at the track, and it was off the bottom part of the fence. Beavers glided into second base, standing up with a double. This was, arguably, the best at-bat we had seen all game from the Orioles against Lucas Giolito. Beavers' third double of the season gave the O's a much-needed base runner and a spark. Announcer, however, the threat was short-lived. A flare to right hung up for Anthony, who made the catch, ending the inning. Nothing came of the double, one man left on base. It was a missed opportunity, but the Orioles showed signs of life. Announcer, Kyle Bradish, still fighting, returned to the mound. Keegan Aiken was throwing in the Orioles' bullpen, a clear sign that Bradish was nearing the end of his impressive outing. Bradish then induced a chopper to shortstop, which Henderson himself handled, turning a double play the first of the night for the O's. That two-seam fastball again, doing its job. Kyle Bradish can do that. When he needs a ground ball, he goes heavy to that sinking fastball. Announcer, and then, on a swing and a miss, he struck him out with a sinker. What a return for Kyle Bradish. He walked off the mound here at Camden Yards to a standing ovation, accumulating 10 punch-outs on the night. 2 ground ball singles were all the damage in that inning. It was an incredible performance, a true display of his comeback story. Announcer, Giolito, still efficient, faced Gunnar Henderson. It was in there for strike 3, back to that receiver, getting our best hitter. Henderson was shaking his head, but he struck out, 2 down again. Another quick out followed, as a ground ball to first was handled by Lowe, who took it himself to the bag, ending the inning. The baseball gods, it seemed, were evening things out. Unlucky for the O's, but great stuff from Giolito, who was at 78 pitches, in really good shape heading into the 7th. Announcer, as we moved into the 7th, Giolito continued his economical pitching, getting 3 outs on just 4 pitches. The Red Sox still led 2-0. Sean came up and cracked one down the line that hugged the chalk. He really needed a good at-bat, and he got one, ripping a double down the third baseline. This was a crucial hit, putting a runner in scoring position. Announcer, Rafael then came to the plate, followed by Carlos Narvaez. With the infield in, the Red Sox were trying to add another run. Narvaez swung, but here came the run. However, the runner heading into second was tagged out on a throw down. The Red Sox still managed to grab another big run, making it 3-0 with 2 outs in the 8th inning. It was fortuitous, a barely hit ball, but it counted. Announcer, Giolito then issued his first walk of the night, bringing Andrew Bailey out. This would likely be his last batter. True to form, Aroldis Chapman was brought in to face Gunnar Henderson. Giolito finished his outing with an exclamation point, recording his 8th strikeout with a swing and a missed changeup. A truly superb performance tonight. Announcer, a slider in the dirt, low to third, moved Sean up to second. Now, a hit might allow the Red Sox to stay away from Aroldis Chapman. A pop-up into left field saw Anderson racing out and Beavers coming in. Beavers, for some reason, seemed to let that drop, and 2 runs scored. Those two were looking at each other in a world of confusion as it fell in. Hamilton advanced to second, a big gift here, and it was now 5-0. It seemed to be Beavers' ball all the way. If the shortstop is floating out there, you call him off. A frustrating moment for the Orioles' defense. Announcer, Wilson came on for the final 3 outs. The Orioles had multiple base runners, trying to spark a late rally. but it was in there to catch him looking, striking him out. And with that, the Red Sox won it 5-0. Lucas Giolito, now 9-2, was simply superb tonight. The Red Sox have won the first 2 games of this series and are now 5-1 on this road trip. Announcer, while the outcome wasn't what we hoped for as Orioles fans, tonight was ultimately about the incredible return of Kyle Bradish. 10 strikeouts, pure grit, and a dominant spirit after 14 months away. He showed us all that the future is incredibly bright for Baltimore baseball with him leading the rotation. Announcer, what a night of baseball, despite the final score. We saw the incredible pitching duel between Bradish and Giolito, the power of the Red Sox bats, and the sheer determination of Kyle Bradish. Call to action. Don't miss any of our in-depth coverage here on Baseball Extra. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exclusive content, highlights, and analysis of your favorite team. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.